Hi, welcome to HowtoDandD. My name is Fred Weller and today I want to talk about Dungeons & Dragons 5e and the opportunity attack. You can find details on the opportunity attack in the player's handbook on page 195. It's just 2 paragraphs. It's much more simple compared to previous versions of the opportunity attack. In a fight, everyone is constantly watching for a chance to strike an enemy who is either fleeing or trying to pass by them. Such a strike is called an opportunity attack. You can make an opportunity attack when a hostile creature that you can see moves out of your reach. So the point here to bear in mind is you have to see the target that is moving out of your reach. So if they are blind, if they have total cover, if they are invisible, you would not be able to strike them. To make an opportunity attack, you use your reaction to make one melee attack against the provoking creature. So it states a melee attack. So whether that's done with a melee weapon or a ranged weapon used as an improvised weapon, it doesn't state that you can't do that, or you simply use an unarmed strike, you could do any of those. The opportunity attack occurs right before the creature leaves your reach. In this situation we have a sort of a castle, there's a bit of a hill, the party are fighting what looks like some undead creatures. There's a skeletal champion, what looks like a mummy sorcerer, and an archer, a little skeleton archer facing off. And right now the front row paladin is fighting this skeletal champion. Now he can essentially move right round that creature without provoking attacks of opportunity, just like so. So you can move here, this doesn't provoke. You can dance in circles around your opponent, but you're not actually leaving their reach. It's only when you try to move away from them. So as soon as you move away like so, that's when the opportunity attack occurs. It says right before. So just as you're going from here to here, okay, you haven't actually made it to here yet, you're essentially just about to move out of reach, that's when the attack occurs. You can avoid provoking opportunity attacks by taking the disengage action. I've already done a video on the disengage action. You can find it in the playlist under How to Play Dungeons & Dragons 5e. You also don't provoke opportunity attacks when you teleport or when someone or something moves you without using either your movement, your action, or your reaction. Now it doesn't state it in the book. I don't know of any situation where a bonus action might apply, but I think as written and as intended, if you use a bonus action and able to actually move during your turn, then that would probably be considered an opportunity for your hostile creature to attack you if you move away from their reach without disengaging. Now when it comes to teleporting, there are lots of different spells that allow you to teleport, whether that be Dimension Door, Teleport, or Misty Step, none of which, if you use, will actually affect you in terms of an opportunity attack. You can do those, there's no problem. So as a quick example here, you don't provoke opportunity attacks if you were, say, hurled away from an enemy when an explosion sort of hits you. That is causing you to move. You are not controlling that movement. Somebody else has caused that to happen. Maybe if you are, say, falling from a high distance and gravity is causing you to fall past an enemy, a hostile creature, that would not mean that the hostile creature gets an opportunity attack because you're not using your movement, action, or your reaction to actually move yourself past them. Now if you were to jump off something past a hostile creature, you're using your movement to jump down past, say, a hostile creature on a ledge, then that would be a situation where the hostile creature could make an opportunity attack. So as I said, it's moving away from this particular creature. Now this creature here, this skeletal warrior or champion, has a 5-foot reach. So as soon as you try to move away, it gets to make an attack. Now if we were to replace this champion with something like a hill giant, such as this creature here, a hill giant has a reach of 10 feet. So when you move to here, you're not actually provoking that attack of opportunity. You have to keep moving. As soon as the paladin moves to here, 10 feet away, that is when the opportunity to attack is granted to the hill giant. So what happens if you have a creature with multiple ranges involved? So a creature like, say, a Dracolich. So if I put a Dracolich on the table here, and we have a the paladin facing up against the Dracolich. Now Dracolich has 3 different attacks that it can make. It can make a bite, which has a 10-foot reach. It has a claw attack, which has a 5-foot reach, and it has a tail attack, which has a 15-foot reach. Now that means there are 3 possibilities when the paladin tries to move away from a Dracolich where it could potentially make an opportunity attack against the paladin. So if it moves from here to here, it gets to use its claw because it has a 5-foot reach. It doesn't have to, but it could. As soon as the paladin tries to move to here, the Dracolich gets to make a bite attack because the bite attack has 10-foot reach. It could take the attack with a bite if it wanted here, but it does not have to. If the paladin moves out here, it gets to use its tail attack as an opportunity attack if it wants to, but it doesn't have to do that. Now I know a question that's going to tend to come up is, can I use a spell as an opportunity attack? No, you can't. You need to have a feat. The Warcaster feat would allow you to do that. Without that, you can't make an opportunity attack with a spell. That's the basics on opportunity attacks. If you found this video helpful or informative, please share, like and subscribe. Make a comment below if you have any questions. Until next time, keep rolling those 20s.